Hello and welcome to this edition of Biology Bites. Now today I'm going to be talking about a bass and its will to survive. Now this is pretty relevant at this point at this pond you see me at. Anyway, when you look behind me, you see all this water. The fact is, right now the deepest spot in here is maybe 3 feet. 4 feet in some places might be a stretch. Majority of what you're seeing behind me is 2 feet, 2.5 feet deep. Right here, right behind me at this dock, it's actually only about 3 inches right now. Now, a few years ago when I moved here in 2009, at this point, right here the dock was dry. And it was actually dry out about 30 feet. And at the time, I just moved here, didn't know if there were bass in here. I was fishing it, didn't catch any. Then all of a sudden, 2010, when the rains came and it filled up in 2011, I kept running into people and they're like, oh, well, you know, this thing dried up a couple years ago. I mean, I don't think there's any fish left in there. Are you catching fish? Because, like I said, it dried up. The fact is, it didn't dry up. And I hear this a lot from people about other natural lakes and ponds around here that I want to fish. And they're like, oh, no, a couple years ago it dried up. Well, unless it goes completely dry, like dry to the bone and you see flopping fish because there's no more water, those fish will survive. And here it's not only the bass, the carp survived, the catfish survived, the bluegill survived, the redder survived. So, you know, bass have an incredible ability to survive through very adverse conditions. Hot water, cold water, thin water, algae infested water. So I think what I'm trying to say is, if you're someone like me that likes to explore these little natural ponds and but you see them get like real shallow and you're like, oh, it got so shallow, I'm sure everything died off of it. Check them out. Because according to everyone around here, they, in their mind, say that this thing dried up. But it never did dry up. It might have got down to like a foot deep. But there was enough wind, there was enough food, which created enough, oxygen, everything, and they survived. So explore little natural ponds, and unless, like I said, they go completely dry, if there were bass in there before and it fills back up, those bass are going to live. Hope this helps. Until next time.